What's up guys, this is TechnoCube and I welcome you again. If you are a new visitor here, I insist you to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for that. Well, this is my second session on ASP.NET. So in this session, we're gonna introduce you something more about ASP.NET. We already had seen the introduction of ASP.NET and the difference between ASP and ASP.NET. Well, in this session, let's understand how we can create a new project and what are the basic things in ASP.NET. So let's get started. So this is my Visual Studio here. I'm going to click on this file button. I go to new and you need to select website here. Here we are working with C# language, so that's why you need to select Visual C#, and then you are having these many options in under Visual C#. Okay, so here we have ASP.NET website and ASP.NET empty website. Well, the difference between ASP.NET website and empty website is that this website or this thing is going to give you a template, a general template of ASP.NET, whereas this empty website will not give you anything. You need to start from scratch here. Okay, so let's understand this. So I'll click on this ASP.NET website here, and you will see in a minute that these many things that ASP.NET website, it means the general template of that website will give you. See, it is having account, app data, script, styles, about, ASPX, default ASPX, global ASX, site.masters and web.config. Well, these all things are having their own meaning. But when you run this, I'll just show you how to run this. You can directly go to any of these ASPX pages. These are WebForm pages, okay? So you can see the extension ASPX. So keep that in mind. If someone asks you what is the extension of web application that is built with ASP.NET, you need to say .aspx, okay? So now if you want to run this, these two pages, you can click any of it, and you just need to select view in browser. Okay, once you do that, it will run on any of the browser, any of the compatible browser. And you can see this is our about.aspx page. It'll take some seconds to load up, and there you go. So you can see there is a general template that ASP.NET by default gives you. So this is my home page, and this home page is coming from here. This is default.aspx. So if I click on this home, it will show you welcome.asp.net, and when you run this default.aspx, it will also give you the same thing. You can see that this is also this is actually default.aspx, and you can see this is exactly the default.aspx. Okay, so this is the template that ASP.NET gives you, and when you load up or when you fire this ASPX pages, it'll give you the template and the written content. Okay, the thing is, these are the two web forms. Okay, these are specifically the web forms. Now when I go to this account thing, this is a kind of folder, and inside this folder you can actually create any of the folder here. You need to right click and new folder. Okay, so this is a simple folder, and inside that we have different web forms. You can see web form is having an extension of .aspx. So we have a change password web page, change password success web page, and then we have login.aspx, register.aspx, and all these things are coming from here. You can see there is login. So when I click on this button, you will see that it gives you account login. So you can see the URL itself is showing you. So website 12 is our project name. Account is the folder name here. This is the hierarchy. This is website 12. This is the folder, and inside that we have login.aspx, and there we go. This is login.aspx. Okay. So now when you click register, when you click on this button, it will show you the register.aspx. You can see there is this register.aspx, and if you forget your password and something like that, then you have your pages such as change password and change password success.aspx. Okay, these are the simple things. Now, as I told you in my previous session that we have two configurations file. One is machine.config and other one is web.config. So the other one, we have this web.config. So when I click on this button, when I click on this, this config file, you will see here, this is the thing that it gives you the application detail. It gives you the whatever the necessary things or the necessary details that is there with your application. So you can see we have configurations, and inside that we have connection string, how your application is connecting with some database. You can see there is this database asp.net.mdf. Now your application is connecting with database with the help of this connection string, so that's why we have connection string here. Okay, we also have authentications and different other things which is not relevant at this point of time. Okay, so you just keep that in mind, that your config file, web.config file, it is the specific thing your application needs. You need to resemble, or you need to put it over here in this file, web.config. Okay, so now the question is, where exactly is this ASP.NET MDF? Now if I click on this app_data, this is the exact folder. Okay, right now your I think .mdf file is not here, but this folder app_data is basically a secure folder which takes your database. Okay, it means this file, this ASP.NET db.mdf file, resides under this app_data. This is a secure folder. Okay, next thing is script. So scripts are nothing but JavaScript. You can see jQuery, and jQuery. Then we have styles for your style sheets. All these colors and fonts and styles are coming from here. And then we have .aspx. So when I click on this aspx page, you can see we have two things here. We have one thing is design here, another one is source here. So source will give you the code here, the raw HTML code. Okay, so everything you can see is code. You can write any code here and you can reflect in here in your browser. We have also another section that is the design. You can directly connect your application, or you can see you can directly drag and drop several things here. So you have two options: either you can write your code, your HTML code, or you can directly drag and drop the things. Okay, so this is design. You can drag anything from the toolbox. You already know about toolbox because we had seen Windows application, and there are so many things we had seen about this toolbox. So you can drag and drop any of the control here inside this, and when you run this, it will reflect in your browser. That's the thing. Next thing is we have site.master. We will specifically see this master file, but right now just keep that in mind, that site.master is nothing but a kind of parent page, a kind of template that every page is going to be copy. Okay, so you can see if about.aspx is having this blue color, then when I click on default.aspx, then also when I go to design section, you will see the same blue color. So it is coming from this site.master because we had specifically put it in that way. So you can see site.master is having the same thing. We have the same template in each pages. Okay, same pages, about.aspx, default.aspx, or whatever the pages now you are taking. If you map your master page with .aspx, then all your pages, all your aspx pages are having the same template. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, so I hope you know the these simple things in the solution explorer. So this is your ASP.NET website. Okay, this is not empty website. ASP.NET or the framework is giving you something, and now you just need to create. You don't need to create your application from scratch, but ASP.NET is giving you some specific things. You just need to start it not from the raw or not from the scratch. Okay, so now again I go to my file and I go to website, and now I click on ASP.NET empty website, and now you'll see the difference. We don't have any options here. We only have web.config file. You can see web.config file, and also you can see the web.config file is completely blank right now because we don't have any web forms. You see, we don't have anything here. So that's why your web.config file is completely empty right now. It just give you, there is a compilation debug that is completely false right now, and there is a target framework, that is the .NET framework, it is 4.0. Okay, now what I need a web form. So how exactly I can do that? How exactly I can grab that? So I'll click on my project and I'll say add new item, And now in this section you need to select your web form. You can name anything if you want to give. I'll make it default, so I'll click on this add. You can see there is also one option that is select master page. So if you have any master page here, that is your template page, you can select the master page and then select your master page and then add it, so it will reflect on all ASPX pages. Okay, so we have the ASPX, the default.aspx. Okay, so now when I run this application view in browser, you will see there is nothing in my design, so it will completely, it gives you a complete blank page. Right now we don't have anything here, see. Okay, so now I have default.aspx. When you click on this small button, there is this .cs file. As we are working with Visual C#, that's why we have an extension default.aspx.cs. Now when you double click on this, you will see there is the backend code you can write here. Okay, this specific thing is known as, we generally call them code behind file. And if you remember that ASP doesn't support that. However, ASP.NET supports it. It supports exactly at the same time. So we have design here and we have a code behind file here, both exactly at the same time. Okay, so this is your ASPX. And now what if I want to grab my database? So what I can do, right click on that and add new item. And I told you, whenever I grab my database, it will be inside the app_data folder. Okay, so when I click on my database, where exactly is my database? Yeah, so this is my database, that is SQL Server database. And I hope you remember from the Windows application tutorials that how to get the database. So I'll click on the add button and you will see it is asking you, it is prompting you that you are having one database. You want to put that database in the app_data folder or not. Okay, so that's your app_data, that is the secure folder for the database. Yes, and you will see your database, that is your database.mdf file, is going to be stored under app_data. Oh, it takes time, right? Okay. Oh, it says failed to generate a user instance of SQL Server due to failure in starting the process for the user instance. The connection will be closed. Well, the thing is, let me try it once again. If it doesn't work, then we need to do something. Let's wait for this. Okay, now you see the second time it works. So now, as I told you, that app_data is a secure folder and your database is going to be reside under that folder. You can see here, this is database.mdf and it is reside under app_data. Okay, so these are the things, these are the common things that you need to prepare for this, right? Okay, next thing is what we can do is okay, so the thing is, the ASP.NET controls are designed to resemble standard Windows Form control, and these are the same thing that you did in your Windows tutorial. So the same exact thing we are going to do with ASP.NET web application. Okay, so so the thing is, when you visit any Google website, or maybe you are working with any search engines, what exactly you do? You type something in the search box of the of that search engine, and if you see here, let me oh, see, this is the search bar. And what exactly is this? This is basically, what kind of control is this? It is a text box. So these are the controls we are looking forward to work on it. So which is a kind of control, and we will work on it. We have several types of controls, and you already had seen in the Windows application. If you click on the toolbox, you have several of it. Okay, so these are some of the controls. Basic thing is, so whatever the task you perform, these toolboxes are configured in such a way. So we call them tabs. So you can see there is a standard tab. These controls are standard. Okay, these are generally for the common purpose. We have a data for database things. Okay, then we have validation tab. Validation is for validation purposes. So we have validation tab. We have navigation tab. So these are tabs. Accordingly, they are working. Okay, so I hope you understand it, and you see this is the simplest introduction of ASP.NET, how to create a project and all. I hope you understand it. Thank you so much for listening me guys, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.